Yo, what's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Adi. Today I'm going to react to Once in a Lifetime Argentina 2. Enough with this pipe or pib. I forgot how the way you pronounce it, but my bad for delaying this. I apologize. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go and like, comment, and subscribe, man. Turn on post notifications to all so that you never miss a single upload in the near future. I appreciate it for my Argentinians who came through for the episode 1 and actually watched it, and y'all were commenting. So if y'all are from Argentina and y'all done came to episode 2, please say something in the comment section. So I reacted to episode 2 live on stream. Episode 3 will be live on stream again this Saturday. Make sure you go to hit the description for the Twitch, for the Instagram, for the Discord. Follow the Twitch and sub it to the YT, and I will see y'all Saturday. Episode 2, all right? Enough with this. What?
Right, so
I think it was
back in the car, we're not even able to watch it. A fight almost kicked off. The man left and came back with a gun.
Oh!
I swear, you saw it, right? My name's Ellie Menjam, and for the past few years I've been traversing Europe, documenting the tales of football clubs and their fan bases who've been on the verge of winning something for the first time in a long time, if not ever. From northern Turkey to southern Spain, from southwest Germany to the Basque Country, I've been on a mission to show how important it is that the game has a variety of winners so that we learn about new places, new people, new cultures, and most importantly, new stories.
And is that serious?
2022.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, listen. You don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. Bro, it get real serious over football game. Real serious. Bro, it get real serious. Like, bro, I never knew how dangerous this shit can get. Dang. Bro, I've been reacting to like I remember I was reacting to this Ultra shit. Bro, they was over here lighting shit on fire, gang. Like, bro, like it get crazy, bro. Bro, I'm talking about it gets crazy.
Bro, I knew the
exact
once in a lifetime story I had to tell. So as the world's media descended on Qatar to be at the tournament, Copenhagen and I decided to fly 8,000 miles in the opposite direction to tell the ultimate story of a football fan base on the brink of ending a 36-year wait for the biggest prize in sport. But what we found was a story that transcended football, a story that reached into the very soul of a nation that laid itself bare over 2 fateful weeks. A story that etched a struggle for identity in a search for glory that began over 2 centuries ago. A story about Lionel Messi, Argentina.
Bro, you know, the whole time I thought his name was pronounced Lionel Messi. It's Lionel Messi.
45 million people.
I thought it was Lionel Messi, bro.
Place in history.
Listen, grab y'all snacks, man.
The all angle on the ground as it happened.
You gotta turn the light off for this.
Account of perhaps the greatest football story of our time. This is once in a lifetime.
How many years have you been covering football as a journalist?
I've been working football 24 years now.
And how many matches do you think you've covered?
2,000, something like that.
2,000.
Have you ever seen a footballer like Messi?
No. Not close. Yeah, his level of consistency, not close.
Let's really fucking talk about it. Let's really fucking talk about it. Let's really talk about it though, right? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, his level of consistency is astonishing.
Like, let's really talk about it though, man! This is about...
What, 17, 18 years, scored 30 goals a season, got 15, 20 assists a season.
Goddamn, CR7 dick rodders be making me upset, man. Like, holy shit. Bro, how do you see something like this and like this? And just be like, oh yeah, CR7 is so much better. Like, I respect CR7. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, his level of consistency is astonishing. For what, 17, 18 years, scored 30 goals a season, got 15, 20 assists a season. And nobody in the entire history of football has had anything like that level.
Born and raised in Argentina's second city of Rosario, the moment Lionel Andres Messi took to the uneven pitch of his local football.
Is it Lionel or Lino, bro? I'm hearing
the game of football
Lionel
changed forever.
And he starts dribbling past everybody, and suddenly his brothers realise this isn't normal.
By 7, he signed to boyhood club Newell's Old Boys. By 13, he signed by FC Barcelona. By 16, he's already in their first squad, and by 21, he's the star of Pep Guardiola's legendary side.
They're the greatest team I've ever seen. And Messi is the best player in the best team I've ever seen. He's what takes that side and turns it from being very, very, very good to utterly exceptional.
The next decade and a half sees Messi achieve every club and individual award several times over, with goals, assists and performances that truly defy belief. But don't take my word for it.
Leon is for me the best.
He's a one-off for me, and it was just great to be.
It's Lionel, like Lionel Messi. Lionel, it's Lionel Messi.
In the same stadium as
It's
him.
not Lionel, it's
Just a
Lino.
freak. What he
Lionel?
does is unheard of. I mean, I don't know if you will see that ever again.
Then there's his stats with the club. 10 La Ligas, 7 Copa del Reys, 4 Champions Leagues, 3 FIFA Club World Cups, 534 goals and 303 assists. Each and every season, Messi seemed to
Think he
raise
just
the
got
bar
the
to
golden
new
boot
heights
yesterday?
for FC Barcelona. But back in Argentina, things are a bit more complicated.
And Messi is like, I don't know.
Wait, you still believe that to this day?
Yes, to this day.
You see, for many Argentinians, as happy as they were to see a compatriot at the top of world football again, the reality was, whilst he may have won everything at Barca, when it comes to Argentina, despite his record amount of goals and assists for the country, whenever Messi went to a tournament with the national team, they came home empty-handed.
Messi is like having a son that you know he can do better. He can do better, but he's not doing it.
There's this desperate desire for him to pick up from Maradona, for him to lead them to glory. When that doesn't happen, there's this intense frustration.
Deep inside, we love him.
Bro, yeah, bro. I seen people burning Messi's jersey, bro. Like, I'm like, well, damn, dog. Like, give the man some time. Like, I was like, bro, I seen people burning his jersey. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what, golly? I'm like, bro.
He needs to win. He needs to win, That's it.
And yeah, of course they're proud of what he does for Barcelona, but he's doing it for Barcelona. Argentine fans want him to do it for Argentina.
Este país, con todas nuestras dificultades, nuestras carencias, le exigen a Messi hacer todo como si fuera Dios y
No como si fuera
nos
Dios,
salve.
como si fuera Maradona y nos salve.
But surely the idea is Messi must lead them to glory. It doesn't happen.
Firstly, there's the World Cup heartbreak, where in 2006 he only plays a bit part role, which sees a quarter-final exit. In 2010 he plays every match, but once again, they're out in the quarters. Then came the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, where Messi scores 4 goals, earns player of the tournament, and leads Argentina to their first final in 24 years.
But he took you to a World Cup final.
Yes, but we didn't win.
Bro, it's been 24 years. Like, I understand you don't win. It's been 24 years. 24 years. And he takes y'all there. Like, I understand y'all don't win, but like,
Who remembers the guy who came in second?
that is true.
I mean,
That is
it's
true. It's
ludicrus.
like,
I suspect
who
most
gives a
people know
fuck?
it's
But like,
ludicrous.
it's been
Doesn't stop
24
you there.
years.
And that thing, inside of me, even if I know logically that it's not okay, it's still there, lingering somewhere.
It's a mix of like the way of the Argentinian and so many years of not being able to actually winning it. Sometimes coming really close, like in Brazil, it was like a dream come true to win it in Brazil at the Maracanã Stadium.
But I'm willing to say this. If he would have scored a goal in 2014 and we would have won the World Cup in Brazil, everything would be different.
Argentine fans want him to do it for Argentina. Maradona did it for Argentina. Why can't Messi? If he's so good, why can't he do this?
No, pero nunca jugó
Oh, okay,
ni
I
la
get what you're
mitad de lo
saying.
que jugaba
Okay.
en Barcelona.
Inclusive yo, no podía creer cómo la magia que hacía en el Barcelona y no en la selección.
No me convenció demasiado. Porque venía
Because
de
he
la
was in
sombra de
Maradona's shadow.
Maradona.
But in speaking to younger Argentinians, it's evident that this isn't
know-
a sentiment shared by
You know
all.
one thing though I will say about Argentinians, bro? Like, I had some Argentinians comment on the first episode, bro. They were like, I was trying to see like what it was like out there. They said it was like when they actually won, bro, they said it was like hell went loose. Like, it was so many people around them, like, but it was like everybody was so passionate. Like, you had people crying, you had people getting excited. Yeah, so much shit going on. Like, people was getting, somebody said they was getting blacked out drunk. Like, bro, but I will say they are extremely passionate about football, bro. They are extremely passionate. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I realized it the first episode. Like, it didn't take me this long to realize the passion that Argentinians have. Bro, I think I've been picked on it.
Messi o
I've been
Maradona?
picked up on that, bro.
The younger
First
generation
episode, bro.
looks football a very different way.
Les dice que a Ezequiel le gusta más Maradona.
Pero a mí me gusta más Argentina.
It's a globalized generation that sees football in a different way to the older generation.
It was really, really tough on Messi for me. You don't think it was justified?
No, not at all.
So younger generations never seen Argentina reach the heights in the game, and so there is that tension.
I mean, I've heard stories my whole life of my parents talking about 86, Maradona. I've been fed those stories constantly while never quite watching it for myself.
How much does your dad tell you about 86? How much do you hear about 86?
Yeah, since I was born, maybe twice a week, he remembers me. When we drive in the car and there is not much of to talk, he like tells me, no, because in the 86 we did that, we did this. Stories that I have already done.
Wait, do y'all know when Maradona died? Cause I know, boy, I already know that took an effect on Argentina. So crazy because, bro, they really looked up to Maradona. I realized that episode 1. When did he die? Because I seen that Maradona was at, like, you know, Messi's games and stuff like that. Like, but when, what year did he die?
Tenía un año. Sin embargo, o sea,
Oh, he died in 2020?
nuestra generación vimos todos los partidos, todos los videos, todos los relatos.
Always the same.
Yo en el 86 tenía un año. Sin embargo,
However,
o
me
sea,
and my whole generation,
los de nuestra generación vimos todos los
seen
partidos,
every
todos los
game.
videos, todos los relatos.
Veo muy clásico
That's a very classic Argentinian film called Heroes.
Mira, una y otra vez, cuando era chico, llegaba a la escuela y ponía eso y lo veía a Diego y a Diego y a Diego.
Nadie no sabe de memoria.
Wait, are some of y'all in the chat, like, was y'all heavy on Maradona? Like, did his death, like, have, like, an effect on you? Yeah, y'all probably did, though, because y'all be deep into football, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the way I know y'all. Like, how did y'all feel? How'd y'all feel about it?
El relato de Víctor Hugo de Barrilete Cósmico, ¿no?
Sigo mirando los goles de Diego.
Miramos repeticiones en casa, miramos documentales. Hay una película
I
del
just remember when he
campeón del
died.
86 que la miramos.
Also, like,
casi
oh,
siempre.
okay, it wasn't really a
El
fact.
campeón imposible, muy linda.
Well, the older generation said you never saw Argentina reach the heights. You never saw a player like we saw Maradona in his heyday.
Do you think there's a difference in
I have it,
generation?
but like you
that older
guys,
people are
when
stuck
Kobe
in the past
died.
and they're what looking at.
Yeah, bro, Kobe died. That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was crazy. Y'all say that they died in the same year. Kobe died and Maradona died in the same. That's crazy.
With rose-tinted glasses.
Yeah, but that's football, right? It's the experiences around you that define you.
Maybe I like to. It's a way to how can I say, live again my childhood. I don't know, but I really want to win.
And so with Argentinian media generally populated by people of a similar age and therefore mentality and perhaps even nostalgia, Messi, despite becoming Argentina's leading goal scorer, became a target for those wanting to relive their childhood.
Debe jugar mejor en el seleccionado argentino. Y es una asignatura de él y es su responsabilidad. No vamos a liberar de la responsabilidad a Messi. Messi tiene la responsabilidad de jugar mejor en el seleccionado.
And no more so was this the case than at one particular tournament.
I think the really telling moment is 2011. Copa America in Argentina. The assumption is on home soil, surely Messi can lead us to glory.
But he couldn't.
He had a brain tumor, had surgery in October/November, was recovering and then died. Damn. That is crazy.
And knocked out by Uruguay on penalties, Argentina's home Copa America dream is over by the quarterfinals. However, it's a group stage draw versus Colombia that's most remembered.
Yes, I was there in 2011.
You were there?
I was there.
It was a dour game. It was such an old squad.
In Santa Fe.
Yo, shout out to Costa Rica, bro. Yo, appreciate you for the love, bro, from all the way in Costa Rica, bro. The old man, make sure you gonna like the stream, bro. Hello, bro. Art. Oh, wait! That's the Argentinian right here! Oh, my gosh. Hey, bro. What's up, bro? Bro, I got a quick question for you before we continue on this. I apologize for pausing so much. But, bro, wait, I don't know if I asked. I don't know if you answered, but I did ask, how was it like for you to lose Maradona and then proceed to win the World Cup. Well, I said out of order, but like, yeah. Like, how was all that? How was that? How was all that?
In his home province.
Well, welcome in the chat, man.
Not at his best at all. And when the final whistle blew,
the whole stadium jeered on him, booed him.
Damn.
I just genuinely couldn't believe what I was hearing.
You could sense that it was against Messi, not just against the team.
The Argentinians booed Messi. I can't even fathom it.
He was not just booed. He was booed in his own province.
Wow.
Keep in mind, this is peak Messi. This is 2011 Messi.
Champions League winner.
Champions League.
Ballon d'Or, that final against United.
That's why people were so angry at him, because they were watching Messi at Barcelona winning everything, you know, tearing opponents to shreds, and they were.
But then when it came down to the World Cup, he couldn't win, so that's why Argentinians was actually really mad at him. That makes so much sense, though.
For ourselves.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What was your reaction to when you heard the jeering?
My reaction was, damn Barcelona.
Damn!
Breaking us because
Get out
we
is
wanted to
crazy.
look like Barcelona, we wanted to train like Barcelona, we wanted to play like Barcelona.
Necesitamos un 10 en la selección. No, it's not Messi.
We were unable to do that. We were not Barcelona. We had no Guardiola.
But at the core of the criticism, it wasn't so much about Messi's skills as it was about something deeper.
No tiene la sangre que tenía Maradona. Ojo, no tiene la sangre que tiene Maradona.
I think it was before the Colombia game, and I went to a wine tasting, and the woman in charge of the vineyard, I was talking to her about football. She was saying, "Oh, we should drop Messi."
That times was hard. Wait, shoot, what did he do? The miracle itself. That time was hard after elimination in Copa America here in Argentina. Messi was so sick by the hate and frustration that he quit the national team, but later he came back and showed those assholes who's the king. Yo, bro, you know, I heard about that he quit the national team. I heard about that. Somebody did tell me that he quit and came back.
I was just saying, but what do you mean? Have you seen Messi? And she's like, no, Tevez has got it here.
And for Argentinians, it's there that counts the most.
Es un pecho frío, camina a la cancha.
Pecho frío, cold chest, a bottler.
Ser pecho frío es como no tener sangre, ¿no?
Pecho frío acá
He's a
quiere
player that
decir
doesn't really give his
un
all.
jugador que no pone toda su fuerza.
It's someone who can't produce the goods when it matters.
Como que no tiene
Their
la
blood
sangre
isn't hot enough
caliente
to
para
do what
ir
they
a
have
hacer
to
lo que
do.
tiene que hacer, o como que le da lo mismo
Like they care about
el
the final
resultado.
score.
And with that, there's the personality.
You see, Pecho Frio is just as much a critique of the person as it is the performance.
Que le falta carácter.
His prime is he's not very expressive.
Argentines are expressive, they're boisterous, they're loud, they cry, they laugh, they shout. And so seeing Messi, someone who isn't naturally that extroverted, just they're two worlds that collide.
His demeanor goes against him because he looks like very introverted.
Sí, siempre fue muy correcto, muy educado, muy respetuoso. Sí, más allá de lo que él sintiera.
Why is that a problem? In many countries that wouldn't be a problem. Why is that a problem here?
Because we're not in Sweden, man, we're here.
You're expected to show your emotions in Argentines. That's what Argentines do.
Here, people like to see tears, blood, sweat, sacrifice.
Look at the passion, boy.
You just can't do it.
That, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm not sure on wherever else in the world. I know Europeans is really, really passionate about that. No, Brazilians, that's South America, right? Brazilians are really passionate about football too. But I ain't gonna lie, Argentinians are really, really passionate, boy. Like, I've been loving it, bro. Bro, the first episode, I realized it, bro. I picked up on it, bro. Like,
on the pitch.
Mucha gente intenta como separar Maradona como jugador y Maradona como persona. A mí me gusta Maradona, todo Maradona.
When they ignored his repeated requests to leave him alone, Maradona cracked and opened fire with an air rifle.
Diego es la máxima expresión de un ser argentino, ¿no? Como de nuestras propias contradicciones. Yo asumo que Diego tiene un montón de facetas que no me gustan, que me enojan, que y también que me identifican.
But criticism of Messi didn't stop at his supposed Pecho Frio.
There's been many criticisms of Messi. What are some of the ones you've heard of in the past?
Oh, way too many of them. You know, it's more Catalan than Argentine.
Messi es catalán.
Wait, what does that mean?
It's more Catalan than Argentine.
What is it? Wait, are they okay, so are they talking about like he's more like a different like nationality more than Argentine? Oh, I thought it was Argentine. It's Argentine. Catalonia is a region in Spain. Oh, so okay, so yeah, so they back on. All right, so when he was playing on Barcelona, he was winning all this, but then when it came down to Argentina, Argentina, he could barely win anything. Okay, I got it.
Messi es catalán.
He's never played for an Argentine club.
Quizás si hubiera jugado en Boca.
He walks around the pitch.
Ya que no corre como antes.
But there'd been this question mark of how Argentinian does he really feel?
Es europeo, que juega en Cataluña, no tiene nada que ver con nosotros.
In the sense that he doesn't feel the Argentine shirt in the
How
same
long
way
did they been hating Messi?
Someone like Carlos Tevez, for example, the player.
But it's not everybody, but like
does he
the
sing
vast
loudly
majority.
Loudly enough?
No, todo como. Mírame cómo lo cantaba Maradona el himno.
What the What
Meanwhile,
the fuck?
right after leading Argentina to that 2014...
Yo!
Enough.
I want him to sing the anthem like Maradona did. He never did. Damn.
Meanwhile, right after leading Argentina to that 2014 World Cup final, Messi leads Argentina to the Copa America final in 2015 and 16. Yet both times, they heartbreakingly lose on penalties.
He's lost these 3 finals in successive years, and he's devastated.
He was fed up. He had missed the penalty.
From 2010 through 2021, they slandered. That's 11 years. Holy! Oh, that is insane!
There, and apparently Messi,
I remember that Spain was consulting that they could play Messi.
Just weeping.
Un Messi que no se siente acompañado.
It was a
con su
Messi
pueblo.
thing that
And I think he did benches just weeping.
Un Messi que no se siente acompañado con su pueblo.
And I think he just sort of thought, I can't take this anymore. I can't take annual disappointment, and it's always him who gets blamed.
And he was fed up. He was over with it. He said,
que ya está, se terminó para mí la selección. Ya, como dije recién, son 4 finales. No es para mí.
And he then quits international football.
And that's when Messi found out how Argentina really feels about him.
they begged for Messi to come back. People went to the streets to ask for Messi to come back.
Yeah, I mean, there's people taking the streets.
So they wanted him off.
Campaign.
He quit, and now they want him back.
Uniting behind the campaign message, "No te vayas, Leo," or "Leo, don't go," a nationwide campaign began to convince Messi to reconsider.
The No te vayas campaign was everywhere. It was on street signs, on banners, even in the underground.
Yo veo jugar a él. Y me desvivo.
The way he plays,
they realised that the future of that Messi is a worse future that makes him less likely to win things.
Tiene que volver. Perdone que me emocioné, pero es eso lo que siento.
His brother did.
They just dumb. Nah, chill, bro. You ain't gotta call it. No. I don't think Argentina or what do they call it? Argentinians? Bro, Argentinians or Argentine? I don't think they're dumb. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's kind of crazy, bro. That's kind of crazy, man. That's kind of crazy. But like, bro, like, cause we gotta know, like, we got an Argentinian in here, bro. So like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that they're necessarily dumb, bro. I feel, bro. I ain't gonna lie. People wanted LeBron off. Well, some people wanted LeBron off of Miami Heat. Miami Heat let LeBron go, and then Miami Heat wanted him back. I think that's just sports. Some people want a person off a team so bad until that person leave that team. You see what I'm saying? And then they realize, okay, hold on, this team ain't shit without LeBron, or this team ain't nothing without Messi. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't feel like they spoiled or nothing like that. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe they just was speaking off of emotion. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I feel like they were just speaking off of emotion.
To the obelisk? Yeah. Oh, seriously, they went to the obelisk to ask for Messi to come. Yeah.
El obelisco, it's a giant structure in the middle of Avenida 9 de Julio in Buenos Aires. It became the symbol of Buenos Aires. It became a symbol also of Argentina. And it's the place that football fans had chosen to celebrate their own victories. So I think the fans going to the obelisco to claim Messi to be back in the national team was a counterculture protest.
And reflecting how much he meant to them in particular, it was the reaction of of Argentina's youth that was making the biggest impact.
No te vayas, si te vas, nos vamos a quedar sin final, no vamos a poder llegar de vuelta.
Oh, she crying.
From handwritten letters.
Tengo 8 años.
I'm 8 years old, and I'm really sad that you're leaving.
To emotional outbursts.
Porque eres el mejor del mundo y no se tiene que retirar nunca. Ni cuando tenga 10 años ni nunca.
There was a generation still waiting for their own 86 that were leading the sentiment.
No te vayas.
He'll go with the national team is nothing. I love you.
And whether it was the crying children of his homeland or just his sense of Argentinian duty, eventually, Messi came round.
But that is the moment when it changes.
So this new Messi was suddenly there.
And it felt like he was more willing to take things by the scruff of the neck, you know.
We received Messi the White, like Gandalf, you know, the new version of Messi.
Sí, hubo un cambio notorio en su personalidad.
He had something of a fire burning inside him.
Es como acordarse de Maradona a veces.
Eso, exactamente.
Me encanta que usar el término maradoniano o endiegado.
And so, he dyes his hair, he gets more tattoos.
He was red carded in 2 games for Argentina.
You know, he was crying up to Gary Medel.
He also refused to receive the runners-up medal in the Copa America 19.
He starts attacking CONMEBOL in public.
Repito otra vez, en esta copa se cansaron de cobrar boludeces. De mano boluda, full boludo, penales, pelotudo, y hoy ni siquiera fueron al bar.
But just the fact that Messi could, you know, criticize CONMEBOL, call them corrupt.
That's the South American Football Federation.
Exactly.
There was a huge spat with the press, which he'd always been pretty good with the Argentine press before that.
Estamos acá para comunicarle que hemos tomado la decisión de no hablar más con la prensa.
Antes Messi era, no, pará, está todo bien, pará. Y ahora no, y ahora el loco es Maradona.
And the people who wanted Messi to be a little bit more like Maradona kind of got their wish, right?
Did you like that?
Yes.
Why? Because he came more Maradonian, maybe more Argentinian?
Because he showed he's not Pecho Frio.
What did he show? That he's
Character, strength. Blood! Huh? He showed that he has blood.
So basically, he was basically sticking up for himself. Damn near. That's basically what I was hearing. Because I'm not gonna lie, when you look at Messi, bro, you don't see somebody who I don't see like a extroverted person when I look at Messi. I ain't gonna lie, I see more introvert. Like I see like he stay to himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't really talk the most loudest. Like, you know, he's not obnoxious.
And then coming back,
like when you look at Messi, bro, you don't see that.
Head. He'd always been slightly cowed before that. He'd sort of tried to fit in, and I think he thought, well, actually, I've already retired. I've already seen the worst. So I'm just going to be me.
Claro. Lo que demostró es tener huevo, tiene coraje, es grande en todo sentido. Aprendan a conocerlo. Los que hasta ahora no lo conocían, esta Copa América lo conocieron. Siempre fue igual. Lo que pasa es que ahora se dio a conocer.
And as for the absurd idea that Messi didn't feel Argentinian,
his favourite food is Argentinian, his favourite films are Argentinian, his favourite music is Argentinian.
His wife is from Rosario, they've known each other since they were kids. His whole extended family is still in Rosario. He visits them very frequently as well.
And of course, anybody who listens to Messi, he's still got a very distinctive Argentinian accent.
Y es un pibe que se fue a los 14
He's a man who loved
años, que
Argentina at
podría tener
14,
un
he could easily
acento
have a Spanish
español.
accent.
Y sin embargo, se
And
come
held
las
his
heces
ass
como
like
cualquier
anyone else from
rosarino o
Managerial.
rosarina.
Have you heard him speak? Have you heard him speak? I mean, he speaks with not just with an Argentine accent, but with a Rosarino accent.
But nothing sums up Messi's love and desire to play for Argentina more than the story of how it all began in the first place.
It was 2003, and Messi's father contacted us in a Gráfico. At the time, Spain were lurking, trying to convince him to play for Spain, and Messi didn't consider that as an option. He wanted to play for Argentina. The problem is that no one knew him in Argentina yet. And the father of Messi asked if he could send us some videos so we could see him play and maybe alert or notice the manager of Argentina, because he had no direct links to AFA. I remember when we were seeing the videos, these amazing videos that now we know from YouTube and internet, but at the time they were a treasure that we received directly from Jorge Messi. And of course we had to publish that story, make the comparison with Maradona, and we contacted the national team manager at the time, and it prevented Spain from convincing Messi to play for them. And this, I think, sums up how much Messi always wanted to play for Argentina.
And so, with a new Messi who evidently appreciates Argentina, and in Argentina feeling the same way back, a new connection formed.
The connection the players have with the national team at this point is at an all-time high.
Messi no era el mismo Messi que hoy.
La gente cambió con él. Lo que pensaba de él cambió.
Sin lugar a dudas, creo que también se acerca mucho más al pueblo y por eso el pueblo lo abraza más.
And so, when Argentina crashed out at yet another World Cup, this time at Russia 2018, whilst they still face some backlash, the blame starts to shift, notably to their erratic manager, Jorge Sampaoli.
Y un equipo a la deriva, con un entrenador que, bueno, define así las cosas.
Argentina were finally realizing the problems were far bigger than Messi.
So imagine that between...
It took them hella long, though, to realize that shit, though. Like, no? Bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It took them like, bro, this is 2018. It went from, that's 8 years, ain't it? No, because he went 2010, 2018. That's 8 years. It took them 8 years to realize that. Holy
in
shit.
1969 and
Imagine being Messi at that point in time.
40 years, Argentina had 9 permanent managers. And in Messi's 15 years in the national team, he had to deal with the same amount of managers.
Yeah, I mean, when you take into account the fact that since Messi made his Argentina debut, no manager has ever completed a World Cup cycle. Like,
what, the 4 years?
The 4 years. No manager has ever managed that.
Before, it was unthinkable to have a manager for less than 4 years. And suddenly we discovered, Messi discovered that it could be 2 managers in 1 year, 3 managers in the course of 3 years, 2 presidents, a normalization committee coming from FIFA.
And so the Argentinian FA went on the hunt for yet another manager.
So the Argentine Football Association have no money, and they're desperately casting around for a cheap option.
The cheapest they find is Sampaoli's assistant, Lionel Scaloni, who in contrast to Sampaoli and previous coaches, had no experience in such a role.
It was absolutely crazy to give the national team the top job in Argentine football to someone who had never coached before.
Scaloni had never coached.
No, he was only assistant manager.
And it turns out they get really lucky because he's really good.
But it wasn't just tactically where Scaloni brought a change.
He's very calm, he's very laid back, he's very humble, his ego is minuscule.
In direct contrast to the ways of Argentinian football, Scaloni takes a new mentality.
And he had this mantra he kept repeating, you know, we win, we lose, nobody dies, it's fine. You know, people get too excited about football. It's only football. And
now I'm reading my, I'm reading my chat, but like I'm responding in my head, cause like I'm trying to get this on YouTube too. Like I don't want the video to be hella long. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to them boys on YT. They watched 40 minutes worthy of episode 1. So like I don't want it to be hella long.
That I think is what,
you know what I'm saying?
Needed.
A lot less tension in the dressing room, a lot less pressure as well.
They have a very, very calm man.
So as time went by, it became less and less surprising when Argentina started winning games because Messi was happier right there.
But then, just as things were clicking into place for Messi and the national team...
There's sad news coming through from the world of football.
Oh shit, I think we know what this is, man.
Diego Maradona has died at the age of 60.
Bro, I just got chills, bro. Like, what the fuck?
And so suddenly it's like, this is the blackest day in Argentinian history.
Es un pedazo de vida que se te va, hay que
festejar.
Perdón.
Me cuesta mucho hablar de Diego desde que Diego se fue.
There's people out on the streets weeping. There is this horrendous grief and this real public mourning.
Argentina's reaction to losing the man who embodied them was as emotional and chaotic as you'd expect.
The government realised they can't contain this grief for Maradona. So essentially COVID regulations come to an end in Argentina at that moment, the moment of Maradona's death.
Realising the gravity of the situation, the Argentinian government decreed 3 days of national mourning. And despite being in the height of lockdown, Maradona's coffin's put on display in the presidential palace, where tens of thousands of mourners come and pay their respects. And in a fitting tribute to Maradona and football in the country, this brings out the best and worst in people, where fans from both sides of the country's most notorious rivalries unite in their grief Whilst riots and protests unfold when others can't see the wake. And so again, a spiral in Argentina looked for hope in its national team. This time at the 2021 Copa America, the first international tournament Argentina would play post-Diego.
And you have to consider the fact that that Copa America was supposed to be held in Argentina.
Wait, hold on. Emilio, you the Argentinian here, right? Did you witness this or not? Like, did you witness this or no? Anybody in the YouTube, if you made this far, and anybody that's Argentinian or like this was out there, did y'all witness this right here? Like Diego passing or no?
And we were stripped away from it.
With the Copa America moved to Brazil due to Argentina's inability to cope with the tournament mid-pandemic, Messi and his squad were forced to spend 6 weeks in isolation to try and finally end Argentina's trophy drought.
They weren't located in Brazil. They also had to travel constantly from Argentina to Brazil and back again.
And they couldn't see their family.
Exactly.
And yet in that adversity, I think that's where Argentina really bond, and it's where Messi really emerges as this vocal leader.
He became kind of like this vocal leader, this motivational leader.
And you keep seeing him on the pitch, talking to players in a way he just hadn't at previous World Cups and previous tournaments.
He's a different leader, and it's fabulous to watch.
Messi leads Argentina all the way to another final, this time against host Brazil, where pre-match shows the leader he's become.
45 días sin ver nuestra familia, muchachos. 45 días. El Dibu fue papá. Fue papá y no pudo ver la hija todavía. No la pudo hacer upa.
Yeah, that's another Maradona moment.
Okay, por este momento. Porque teníamos un objetivo, muchachos. Teníamos un objetivo y estamos un pasito a conseguirlo. A un pasito, y saben que lo mejor de todo, que depende de nosotros.
And you also see, I think, just how much Argentinian players want to win for him.
Diego Martinez, who had said that they weren't winning a trophy with Messi, they were winning for Messi.
And that, I think, is a very unusual thing for players to be desperate to win an international tournament, not just for themselves and for their country, but for a specific player.
And so as Argentina followed that speech out onto the pitch and finally won their first trophy in nearly 30 years in what was Messi's 5th final with the national team, it was no wonder the focus was on one player.
The best reflection of that you can possibly have is when the final whistle blew, Messi drops to his knees, and what every other player in that Argentina squad, they don't celebrate for themselves.
Bro, you think they just gonna be crying over somebody who's not? Oh, you gotta be rage bait. You gotta be rage bait. Bro, I look over to my chat. He talking about, was he good? Bro, did you not just see the riot? Are you not watching what I'm seeing? Brother, they was in a full blown out riot. People was getting water hosed, like handcuffed, arrested. Like, brother.
He was, bro, with Messi.
Bro, Messi had brought a trophy back to Argentina.
Think about it like this. You see in America, when it come down to basketball, everybody glaze. I ain't gonna say some people do glaze LeBron. But let's just say a legend like LeBron, though, without the glaze, right? Without everybody just supporting him. Yeah, like Kobe. You get what I'm saying? Kobe, Michael Jordan, LeBron. You feel me? That's their Maradona. But at that time, it was just one in Argentina. And then, mind you, Americans is not like that passionate when it comes down to sports. Like, when Kobe died, for example, nobody sparked a riot. You get what I'm saying? But you got to remember, this is in a whole different country. They're extremely passionate about football. You see what I'm saying? They love football. Bro, listen. They sleep, eat, breathe football, bro. You know what I'm saying? They already passionate. You know what I'm saying? So somebody that they died, somebody died, Diego Maradona, they looked up to him. So yeah, so
But for the Argentinian football purists,
he probably wasn't even that good.
Copa Americas don't count.
Rage bait.
I mean, the Copa America is clearly a major tournament. However, it is not the World Cup.
Obsessed. We are obsessed with the World Cup.
The World Cup is an obsession for Argentines.
For Argentinians, success is the World Cup. And that's it.
It's a country that needs to win a World Cup.
But Messi needs the World Cup.
Go back. Oh, wait, what I miss? I miss something?
Not the World Cup.
Oh, wait, let me see.
Obsessed.
Hold on. Go back a little bit.
Finally, Messi had brought a trophy back to Argentina. But for the Argentinian football purists,
Copa Americas don't count.
Copa Americas don't count. Okay. All right, I missed that. Okay, what else I missed?
Copa America is clearly a major tournament. However, it is not the World Cup.
Obsessed.
Okay.
Obsessed.
Okay, it's not enough now. Okay.
We're obsessed with the World Cup.
The World Cup is an obsession for Argentines.
For Argentinians, success is the World Cup. And that's it.
It's a country that needs to win a World Cup.
But Messi needs the World Cup.
Messi always said and repeated that he would exchange all his individual achievements, all his Champions Leagues, all his countless league titles for it.
And so as the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar approached, with Messi now 35 years old.
Wait, how old is Messi now? Like 38, right? 38, 39? He's about to turn 40, right? Because what? How old is CR7? 40? 41? I think. Because they around about the same age, no? CR7 like what? 40?
Never. I mean, this is the moment for him to do it. Because he's said it several times before, he's not going to have another shot. This is the last time he will ever try to win a World Cup for Argentina.
In Argentina's first World Cup since Diego Maradona's passing. In Argentina's first World Cup that was played during their summer. In Argentina's last World Cup with their Messia, it all felt like the perfect time to end the nation's 36-year wait for their greatest obsession.
36 years.
Expectation of the World Cup, but this time it was really justified. This was not just a look at the players we've got, we really should be winning this. It was look at the players that we've got and look how well we're playing.
Hay muchos hinchas que ya dicen,
pero obviamente que todos queremos campeones.
No, pero otra
Pero ellos son hasta se tatuaron Argentina campeón Qatar 2022.
Claro.
They boasted the most informed team in the world.
37 games unbeaten.
Argentina had played Italy, the European champions, in the Finalissima, and had beaten them very, very convincingly 3-0.
And they had the new Maradonian Messi.
The best player of his generation, possibly the best.
You know what's so crazy? Before we continue, bro.
Play football.
You know what's so crazy? Bro, it went from people burning his jersey, like disrespecting him any type of way, like saying whatever out their mouth, like saying some crazy shit, to them saying Messi is their Maradona now, or okay Maradona's gone, but we got Messi now. You know, like Messi this, Messi that. So that's so crazy though that it lasted that fucking long. And the crazy part is it's probably still not over. That's not everybody. It's somebody who still dislike him, and it's probably it's a lot of people that probably still dislike him to this day. But like, bro, like that's crazy as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like that lasted so long, and then you still have people who still hate him to this day. People still hate Messi to this day. To this day, this 2025. Holy
with
shit.
their first group stage game against Saudi
Yo,
Arabia, who were the
that is
worst
insane.
team in the World Cup.
Yo, imagine being Messi, bro.
Veamos, tenés un minuto. No es tan complicado ganar mañana tampoco.
The expectation wasn't so much if they'd win, but by how much. Yet somehow.
When we lost against Saudi Arabia, I was like, that's it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, how can you lose against Saudi Arabia?
Where is Messi? Where is Messi? Where is Messi?
Here we go. Wait, this is Saudi Arabia, right?
Really?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, how can you lose against Saudi Arabia?
Because I seen this. He's talking about where is Messi? Like, fuck out of here.
That's a disaster for the country.
Yes, I mean the media reaction is, yeah, it's exactly what you'd expect.
Lo que no te puedes permitir es perder con Arabia Saudita.
Of course, people freaked out after the result against Saudi Arabia.
El mundo del fútbol te mancha con esto.
Wait, so not everybody, but it's a lot, like a good majority who hate Messi is Real Madrid fans because of CR7. That's what I'm hearing. Don't CR7 play for Al Nassr, right? They just had a game yesterday. So is the hate coming from CR7, Al Nassr, and Real Madrid?
The Argentine thing.
Dolido, ¿qué te iba a decir? Dolido, la derrota fue un golpe al mentón. No la esperaba nadie en el mundo del fútbol, nadie.
And there was a slight sense of, hang on, I've seen this from Argentina before.
Going to the World Cup as favourites and flopping in the group stage. For Argentina, it felt like deja vu 20 years later.
People remember 2002, in which Argentina also came at the World Cup, you know, in such a great form.
But they're eliminated. They don't make it through to the knockouts.
And that was the big fear.
And so I think that Saudi Arabia game awoke all those ghosts again.
But it wasn't only the World Cup that was reminding Argentina of 2002.
Crisis económica, pobreza y desempleo es lo que enfrentan miles de argentinos que se volcaron a las calles.
It's always tough for Argentina, but especially now, I mean...
El 50% de la población por debajo de la línea de pobreza.
It's very different.
El 50%...
50% of the population is now living under the poverty line.
De la
That's
población por debajo de la línea de pobreza.
It's very difficult for Argentina to get by every day.
Because it wasn't just Maradona's passing that had caused turmoil on the streets of Argentina.
Several policies that have sent our economy into chaos.
And so, similar to 2002, 2022 saw demonstrations and protests once again become a daily part of Argentine life.
Yeah, I think there was a sense of Maradona's death, it was almost sort of the final straw, that everything was going wrong.
Oh, the amount of families who are living without electricity right now.
The economy was in a mess, unemployment was rising, inflation was rising.
It's a country.
Wait, is it still like that in Argentina right now to this day? Is it still like that?
Lives with inflation.
Inflation is running at 92% year to year right now.
92%?
100%.
So you imagine what that does to your income. What the money that you earn in January is worth half 12 months later.
And so more than ever, this World Cup was about so much more than football.
For Argentines, this World Cup's more than just a distraction.
Needed something to celebrate, something to believe, something to be hopeful about.
Yet one game in, it already looked doomed.
So after the Saudi game, we couldn't lose anymore. One more loss and we're out.
They play Mexico next.
If we would have drawn against Mexico, we were out in the second game.
So basically it was sudden death from that moment on.
And perhaps because of that, Argentina played even worse against Mexico.
You see that first half against Mexico, they were all, you know, extremely feeling the pressure that one wrong move and they would be out.
All the trauma they built up since 1990, all of that would have been weighing on them even more heavily.
They were really nervous. They were shaking.
We've messed it up again. We get to another World Cup and we've messed it up.
So Saudi Arabia wasn't even the low point. It was half-time against Mexico.
Yes. We're drawing 0-0.
So if that game stays 0-0, Argentina would have been bottom of the group.
Okay.
Wait, is it... Wait, I always had a question. When they say 0-0, they say nil. Is it nil or is it like nil? Like, are they saying nil? Like nil? Like you can kneel? That's what it is? Kneel? Ain't like that shit. No. New. It's like they be saying... Like,
we're drawing 0-0.
So Saudi Arabia wasn't even the low point. It was half-time against Mexico.
Yes. We're drawing 0-0.
So if that game stays 0-0, Argentina would be bottom of the group.
Okay. We still have 45 minutes.
But you need a miracle.
We needed a miracle.
And that miracle came through...
Who else?
And it's Messi again. It has to be Messi.
Nil. All right, man. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta read to it. Bro, I like saying nil instead of 0. I ain't gonna lie, it's nil now. It's nil now.
Who else?
Yo, what's going on, Deja Vu? What's up? Welcome.
And the ball went exactly where it was supposed to go, like right next to the post. Someone as great as goalkeeper as Ochoa could not reach that ball. I mean, what can I say, man?
Like, it wasn't that he scored a regular goal. It was another one from outside the box from nothing.
Just like how they described Maradona in '86.
It's a single moment where, like, one player has grabbed the tournament by the scruff of the neck and won it.
Now, it was
not
nil.
Wait, nil? But they're saying... Wait, is it because of their accent? So are they saying... Okay, so are they saying nil? Oh, nil instead of nil. Nil. Okay, nil. Like that? Nil. Instead of nil. But it sounds like they saying nil. Maybe because they act.
Bronca, como esa jugada
Nil.
de Diego que tenían que aparecer de alguna manera con un salvador.
And then that was it. Argentina were suddenly remembered how to play football again.
They remembered they had Messi, let's be honest.
That Mexico win's followed by a 2-0 win over Poland. And that takes them to the knockout stages, where they beat Australia in the round of 16 thanks to another goal from. And so with Argentina booking their place in the quarterfinals against the Dutch and only 3 games away from potential World Cup glory, Copenhagen and I decided to head out to the land of silver to experience firsthand what could truly be the ultimate once-in-a-lifetime story.
What I'm watching, this is once-in-a-lifetime Argentina episode 2, baby.
Welcome here to Buenos Aires.
It's almost over.
Now it's just gone 20 minutes past 10 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Next time on Once
in a Lifetime. We're not done.
It's got some relation to attention. Like
Episode 2 was a banger. Oh my God. Episode 2 was an absolute banger. Absolute banger.
Even though they still had a 1-goal lead.
Oh my gosh. This, bro, fuck. Bro, is there any type of like other series that's like this? And if you watch this whole video with me, man, you done made it to the end, bro. Just make sure you're going to like, comment, and subscribe, man. Turn on post notifications to all. Go in and comment wherever you're watching this from. Like I said before in the intro, episode 3 will be recorded on stream. It will be live on stream. So again, make sure you check the description for the Twitch, over to the YouTube. We got the Discord there. We got the Instagram there. If you would love to recommend me anything else, and that's my personal IG, so you can hit me up on Instagram whenever you want to. But without further ado, man, I hope y'all have a good day or a good night wherever you're watching this from, man. Make sure you go ahead and comment that, all right? Comment where you're watching this video from, and I will get back to you. But have a good day, or like I said, a good night, and I will catch y'all in the next video.